What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
What's good? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Are you poppin'? Are you poppin'? Because I know I am.
In the middle.
What's poppin'?
What's poppin', everyone?
Yeah, what's poppin', family? So we are in we're still in Black History Month. We're still celebrating, and it's also Music Month.
Music Month, Black
Right?
History Month.
So we also celebrating music. So let's get into our discussion with Anna XOLO. So, Anna,
Yes.
what's
What's up?
where are you from? You from Toronto?
I'm actually from Toronto. I came to Canada in 2002.
Okay.
And
From where?
I'm from Pakistan.
Okay,
And-
shout out Pakistan.
And I lived in Scarborough for like 6 to 7 years.
Okay.
You lived in Scarberia?
Yes.
Scar City?
Where in Scarborough?
I'm from
Where-
Scarborough. You know what? It's embarrassing.
I know, everywhere in
You're from the
Scarborough.
trenches. Say you're from the trenches.
That's true. I'm a warrior.
All right, that's it. That's it. You're from the trenches. Say you're all from the trenches, man.
I've seen a lot.
As our beautiful co-host would say, she's from the Giddy.
Giddy, yes, that's what I say.
Yes. You know what? I've seen worse things in the third world, though. to be
Yeah.
honest.
We-
Scarborough was like a palace.
We're just comparing it because we're in Toronto.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I'm
I'm from, Markham and Eglinton.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Shouts out Markham and Eglinton.
Yeah,
Shouts out Markham and
shout
Eglinton.
out Markham Lawrence, Markham Eglinton.
Shout out Seneca Centennial Progress
Cedar
Campus. Yeah.
It's all of that.
All right, so let's get into
Thank
your music. First of all, what's your first introduction to music, and how did you get to where you are right now?
First introduction, definitely in Scarborough. First time I heard this Eminem track, I was like, what?
Which track?
Lose Yourself. I was like, what?
In the moment.
And then Sing for the Moment, Sing for the Moment.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what? This is crazy.
That warms my heart because I always say the beautiful part about hip hop is we all remember that one song
Yep.
that said, "Hey, come
Changed your
here."
life.
Yeah.
That one song that said, "Hey, come here, buddy,"
Yeah.
and you fell in love with the culture and the
That's right.
lifestyle. And you said, "Yo, this
Yep.
hip hop thing, I truly embrace." And when you hear a song that, like you said, for you to hear a song like that, you probably identify with a lot of what that Eminem was probably rapping about, or a lot of the stuff that he was probably referencing.
I just thought his flow was so cool. I was like, this is so different. It's crazy. And
Yeah, he has one of the most
that is,
unique flows.
You know, that, and then Missy
He
Elliott.
has so much different flows. That's why it's unique.
Yeah.
He can change up his cadence,
That's right.
like into so much different patterns, and that's the diversity of his
Diversity.
skill base, and that's what makes him acceptable to the hip hop game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
So tell us about any other because do you just rap or do you sing as well?
I sing and I rap. I took some vocal lessons. I'll be honest. I was a shower singer, and then I was like, everybody in the house was complaining.
So you was like me. You was like
Yeah,
me.
my siblings were
I'm voicing
complaining.
men in the
Why
shower,
are you
cuz?"
singing at 3 a.m.? God damn it, woman. So I was like, all right, okay. Point taken.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take some lessons.
Okay.
And so yeah, I can sing better. But
Yeah.
That's the one beautiful thing about human beings. When we do something and we keep doing it over time, we automatically get better.
Get
Hey,
better.
That's just the
Better.
beautiful part
Hold
about
on,
being a human.
stop.
That is true.
That's something we reminisce about my brother Allen Iverson. You know what I'm saying? Because what he just described is called practice.
There you go, practice. That thing's called practice. Be like practice.
Okay, so you took vocal lessons. You're inspired. You're in the game now. What's the difference between you just playing around and you being an artist for real in terms of doing this for a living?
Yeah, I think the major difference is when you're just writing songs, you could do it in the shower, you could do it in the library, you could do it anywhere really. You're standing, walking around, you're making a song, and that's the creative part of it, just to actually put it together. But then the next part is to record it with clean, crisp sound, and actually put it in front of the right people, get an audience, and understand who you're writing for. So sometimes it's about expressing yourself, other times it's about engaging with the audience and, you know, understanding what other people are going through. So I think the whole process, it changes when you're more serious.
What do you think about the internet right now with music? Do you think it helps or hinders? Because I find with an artist, you can't just make music and then that's it. They want you to make music, they want to follow you on your TikTok, they want to see what you're on in, social media. They kind of want to know your music and who are you at the same time. And
That's right.
I know back in the day it was a luxury where you could just drop music and leave. Drop music and leave.
Yeah.
And no one will bother you. No one, you just drop your music and that's it. Versus now you kind of have to stay social on social media to engage with your fans. So you think it's a little harder, makes it easier?
I think I love social media. Well, okay, I can see why a lot of people would think it's harder, because there are a lot of people interacting now and everybody's a musician. But I feel like maybe that was always true. Maybe a lot of people were doing this at home. Now you can just make friends on the internet way easier and be like, yo, here's my new track. I don't really know you, but you seem like the kind of person that listens to hip hop from your page. So I think you would enjoy this. You want to check it out?
So, I mean, especially talking about this, there's a episode of Love and Hip Hop that just went by, and they were doing a flashback to Love and Hip Hop when the first season, and it was Rich Dollars and Olivia. You remember Olivia from 50 Cent? From G Unit. So, Rich Dollars is Olivia's manager, and it was a time period where Rich Dollars got her on Love and Hip Hop. So now they're both on Love and Hip Hop, and Olivia's feels like, I'm beautiful, my music's good, that's all they need, right? But that was a point in time where the internet was taking over. And that was that moment, Rich Dollars and Olivia arguing about her career, and she's like, and Rich Dollars starts crying like, I just want you to win, I want you to win, Liv. And that was the changing moment, it was the changing of the guards between now, because of the internet being about personality and about who you are, not just about your music. Rich Dollars became the star, and Olivia faded to the back, right? Because a lot of artists,
there's no connection with your audience.
they don't know who you are. And with that moment, we're like, I want you to live. That made the audience connect with him. He's a real human. He's crying, and he's supposed to be this fat, big hip hop guy.
All right, let me whip out some tears.
Right?
So, it's coming.
And that's what I'm talking about in terms of your artistry and connecting people to more than just your music, right? Because that's why labels are giving 360 deals now, right? Because they know the music's not selling no more. The music's given away for free because it's a commercial. Okay, so
to advertise you.
What kind of plans?
Advertise you as a brand.
I always want to say this again. I'm going to say this again to you guys. You are a brand. How you market yourself is on you.
Right now there's somebody on their phone like, yo, the boy I point to my face. Boy I point to my face, yo.
No, but someone said something powerful and it was true. Someone said if a big multi-million, like say a millionaire for a company came on your page, what would he think? Would he say, yo, I can use this guy to advertise or this? Oh yeah, I should work with. Like, ask yourself this question.
I think it's about your accessibility. So if you have access to a certain number of people, other advertisers are like, yo, I got a product. I can maybe use this avenue. You're an avenue at the end of the day, right, for advertisers.
I have a question, AM XOLO.
Yes.
What are some ways that you interact with your fans in this new age of like social media? Do you have any unique ways that you engage with them?
So one feature I love on Instagram is the question feature. Also because the poll, the poll.
Okay, that's good.
Because
ask my son to do it for me. I know how to do it. I'd be like, yo, how you do that, yo?
Listen, I feel like sometimes I'm the only old dog that can learn new tricks because it seems like I got people around me like, no, I can't do it. Sorry, I don't know. I just don't know.
No, but for real, it's not.
How long is it gonna take you to know?
Something that you just fluke off.
No. And this is how long it's gonna take you to know.
Well, it's really simple. You go to the story button, like on the top left corner, there's a little camera button. Oh, you want to do this?
Hold on, stop.
Right now, hold on, we're doing something.
No, hold on. This is what I do. I promote youth to create. To see how you're giving a service right now. That's a workshop.
Yeah.
You can now develop a workshop on how to utilize Instagram, right? And then he has to pay $7.99. You know what I'm saying? I teach you everything. You call me now. No, I'm just joking.
So you were saying, Ana XOLO, that you use
Yeah.
the Instagram probing question to engage with your fans, right?
That's right.
Okay. And how?
That's one way.
Mhm.
And in another way, in person, off of social media, is to actually go to live shows and to perform at even the smaller shows. It's so far I've performed in Miami, in LA, and in Toronto.
Wow.
Wow.
The last show that BTP, my group, About That Paper Entertainment, BTP Entertainment.
Hey,
Shout
Oh,
out.
yeah,
About
shout
That
out
Paper Entertainment.
Yeah.
Shouts out DT. You already know.
Shout out to Mr. 48. Shout out to A.W.O.L Productions.
Listen.
But okay, here's the cool part. Here's the cool part. I
Yeah.
gotta tell you, because this is really important. So we had the opportunity to honor Black History Month
With?
DT the artist, A.W.O.L, and there's an account called Ghetto Stories.
Yeah, Ghetto
Like,
Stories. Come on, Elaine Robinson.
Elaine, yes.
Shout out Elaine. You know what I'm saying?
Elaine.
She put this event together. And
Ghetto
it was in
Stories.
Scarborough.
Shouts out.
It's crazy. It was in Scarborough, so I felt like this.
It's in
that's my
Scarborough.
When was that?
They like
That
the East.
was last week.
Last week?
Yes.
Okay.
Some say the East is the best. Yes. I know I changed it.
So Ana, what would you say to you in your experience? What was the most craziest moment as far as like coolest moment in your music career?
So far.
Yeah,
so
so far.
So far, I mean, and hopefully a lot more to come. Coolest moment is hard to pick because there's so many.
Give us three then.
Yeah, okay, all right. Definitely, I love the Miami crowd because
It's
every time
It's
you
Miami. It's
perform-
Miami.
Yeah, that's what man said.
Do you get mistaken for Latina?
I do sometimes, yeah.
How do you deal with it?
Sometimes, okay, so I get mistaken for Latin, Indian, Middle Eastern, and I'm like, well, if you combine the three, the Pakistanis do look like that. So
Yeah.
you could just guess the one thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, anyway, yeah, that's...
Okay, this is my question. What's in the oven right now, and what are your plans for 2020 in terms of the music? What
Yeah.
can we expect from Ana XOLO?
So I got a single coming out next month. It's called Inshallah. So I'm from a Muslim background.
Wow.
Okay.
And tell them what Inshallah means.
That's powerful.
Inshallah.
That's powerful.
Inshallah means if God wills it, God willing. It's about hope. It's about faith, empowerment. And if you ever
Yeah.
feel like you don't know what to do and you're, at a
Shout
dead
out my
end,
Mali gang, all
say
my
Inshallah
Arabics.
and keep going.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
Arabic speaking people out there.
Yeah. That's a powerful. That's a powerful word. Like.
You know what I'm saying? Inshallah. You know what I'm saying?
Inshallah.
Yeah, because
I know you're gonna make yes. How do you pronounce it correctly?
Listen.
Like when someone wants to embarrass you,
No.
just we're not pronouncing it right. How thanks for
Hey,
clarifying.
listen, it's an attempt because guess what? Everywhere in the world, everywhere in the world, it's pronounced differently because people have accents.
That is
The
exactly.
word is the word.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying the internet right there. You gotta make someone look stupid on live. You just look stupid on live. That's it.
So as we transition, we're gonna talk to some more about that paper staff members.
That's right.
And while we change up, we're gonna talk about the current events, right? So we know what happened this weekend is the NBA All-Star Game, is All-Star
The
weekend.
All-Star game.
You know?
Yep.
Watched it. Crazy.
Yeah.
What we have?
Dunk off. What do you think about the dunk off?
Dunk off. Police should have been called because there was a robbery.
Oh.
Yeah, off the rip. I think there was a robbery with the dunk off. Unfortunately, I do believe that Aaron Gordon really won. And they had, sad part is, they had the guy from Black Panther as a judge.
Yeah.
What do you know
Why?
about dunking?
Why?
Just overall, it's like, okay, I know you're a good actor. I know good marketing. What the hell do you know about dunking?
Yeah.
For you to judge.
Yeah, for sure. It is marketing. It's internet.
I know.
It's like who really cares if he knows anything about basketball? It's Black Panther. Everybody's watching.
Yes.
So that right there is why I know for sure. It was already weird to me. Him being a judge. It was just like I don't know.
research.
Yep. Just want to give a shout out to the artist, A.W.O.L Productions, Mr. 40H, and BTP. And
Where could everyone find you?
You can find me at IAM.XOLO. I am XOLO.
On Instagram, what about and on every platform? Snapchat, same thing?
On every platform, yeah, that's right.
All right.
No Snapchat yet. I gotta make.
But it's the same on every platform.
It is.
That's called branding, folks.
Look,
Brand yourself.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Let me say, easy to dance, yes.
Get
And I'm so
Big dogs right here. A.W.O.L.
Listen. He's here. He didn't leave unexpectedly like when people are AWOL.
That's
Okay?
right. I didn't go AWOL.
He didn't go AWOL.
Although I did go AWOL in the music business for some time.
But sometimes, you know, when you're going hard and you know you could bump your head against AWOL.
That's true.
Yo, he's spitting bars. Okay, that's just not what he did there.
I want some royalties for that one.
Yeah, you can get some. You can get some.
I appreciate it.
Hey, what's half of nothing?
Hey,
That reminds me of the episode of Fresh Prince
Yeah.
when Will's trying to manage Ashley,
I always bring that up.
right? Yeah, it was 10% of nothing.
Yeah,
Right.
zero.
Yeah,
But the other part of that same episode was when Jazz wanted to manage Ashley too, and Will said
And he brought
no.
Ashley?
And he brought Ashley.
a lot of y'all remember that.
I remember that.
Yo, get a lookalike. When things don't go right, get a
What do
lookalike.
you think? What do you think Birdman did when Lil Wayne started to act up?
Got Thugger, young Thugger.
And then he made the barter.
Yeah.
Not the Carter. He's like, that's it.
That's
Right.
right.
My man A.W.O.L. What's good?
good?
Coming
What's
up.
good?
Talk to me.
What you got new coming up?
Lots of stuff, man. I mean, with BTP,
Yeah.
you know, we have a bunch of different EPs on the way. So over the next like 4 months, I keep losing track. Every time we do an interview, it's like 5 months, and then it's 4 months and 3 months. We're releasing EPs for A.W.O.L, who you just had on.
Yeah.
We an EP for Mr. 40H, who was here earlier but had to leave for the studio. They have a session.
Shout out 48.
Shout out 40H, right?
Shouts out.
A.W.O.L, can you just tell us what BDP?
No, we already went through that, right?
BTP is about that paper, but we could.
About that paper.
So what we can do is BTP is about that paper entertainment. BTP is an independent record label.
Okay.
So DT the artist is our CEO. He acts as our A&R, almost, and as our executive producer.
Okay.
So basically,
Eat the balls.
What was that?
Eat the balls.
Oh, I thought you said eat a balls.
No,
I was
no.
like, what was that? What?
Eat the balls.
I was like, oh, let me just make
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, he's making
Okay,
sure.
cool. All right, yeah. So
About that paper.
About that paper entertainment, right?
Yeah.
So we're a Toronto-based independent record label.
Perfect. Okay.
And then, so I'm the producer on the label.
Okay.
DT is the, as I mentioned, a few
Yeah.
different things. And we have a couple of artists, so A.W.O.L, Mr. 40H, and Steel DC.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who shoots your videos?
All of us. To be honest with you, 40H and Steel DC, they shoot the videos.
Okay.
In fact, they're launching some stuff.
Yeah,
right
I saw
now.
you guys
You
doing
saw
a
that?
little advertisement.
Right.
I need a $100 video right now.
Hey, we got you, man. We got
I'm
you.
ready. I got
We
my bill.
you. Well, so actually, if you don't mind, I'll just throw that out there for any artists that are looking for a music video, 1 location, 2 location shoot. Hit up DT the artist at DT the artist.
$100 holla.
Yeah.
I'll be real. I think that's big. What you guys are doing right now, because I think it's just like what Tyler Perry did on a smaller scale. Tyler Perry said, "Listen, I'm gonna get the space. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get the locations so that we are able to now shoot and film here." So it's like when you already say, you know what, we have the artists, but we also have the camera guys. We have the the producers all in house.
But we have everything.
That's the thing. It's all under one roof. When I say in house, it's
Right.
one roof.
We're the Costco of music. See what I'm saying?
And you know what I emphasize? I want to emphasize this to you guys. A lot of you guys
So you get like 500 beats.
And you won't need to use
No.
$400.
This is what I want to emphasize. You want to be the Walmart of the industry, because when I say Walmart is everyone's number 2 option. You go to your main store for something. When they don't have it, you go to Walmart.
Facts.
And that's why they make money, because they're like the number 2 service. So when you think of music now, you're like, I want my music to be so good that everyone just says, you know what? If this doesn't, if I can't get this artist, I'm gonna rock with these artists,
Right.
because these artists are consistent. Consistency is a big thing.
It's everything.
A lot of people would underestimate and think, no, once you're consistent, nothing beats consistency.
Nothing.
Consistency, I think consistency
Guys, I beg to differ.
Consistency beats quality. Woo!
Please,
can't have
anybody
quality without
out
quantity.
there? Is anybody out there?
Anyone out there wanna-
Consistency beats quality.
Let's go.
I can show up
Let's
for
go.
work every day and fuck up.
You know people do that for 10, 20 years.
Wait a minute. Wait. I'm gonna answer that question.
People do that for years.
We're talking about consistency, right? If you show up to work every day for 20 years and fuck up, consistently, first of all, you won't get to 20 years.
Exactly.
Because the consistency alone
will get fired.
There was a result, but what he's saying is there's a result from the consistency, and you just proved that.
What?
You would get fired.
No. He said consistency is better than quality. That's what he said. But consistency is better than quality.
It depends on which way you're using the consistency.
Never.
I'm gonna leave it at this. I think if you go to work
I disagree.
4 days out of the 5, and you bust your ass, and you keep calling in sick the one day, my kid's this, I can't come in, and you keep doing it even though you busting your ass for the 4 days. You see the guy that comes in all 5 days and he just sitting there walking around like a jackass? He gonna keep his job longer than you.
I would definitely.
I think he gonna keep his job. He gonna keep his job longer than you.
That has nothing to do with.
He consistent.
That's consistent versus.
You do a lot of good work in your 4 days, but
Hey man,
he's there.
if anybody's
You could be a grade
listening,
9 student.
let's hear a
in-
comment.
You could be a grade 9 student. Yes,
Hold
please
on.
comment, guys.
He's gonna comment. The comment section.
Yeah, can you guys
will
please comment
debate
on this?
Yes or no. We
Hold
gonna find
on.
out.
You said, so Sven, you're saying consistency is better than quality. So for example, you could be like, you know, a new kid in grade 9, going to school every day, going to class.
I bring music.
And then,
I do music.
And then you fail
No,
your
no,
math
no,
class,
no.
you know what I mean? So you're going to school every day just so your parents don't get down your like throat, but you're you know what I mean? You fail because you're a class clown. You may like probably skip. So you're going to your facility, your school every day, but you're not producing any quality work. You're not studying. You're not.
Right.
You don't care. You know what I mean? So
if you go to class every day, could you fail?
Yeah.
No.
yes.
What do you get? What do you get if you go to class every single day? And after you get your participation, after you know that.
What are we talking about? Kindergarten?
No, I'm saying,
The
what
fuck?
do you get? You get a 50.
No, you got a 50.
You got a 50. You got 50.
bro.
You get 50.
No.
You go to class every single day.
Where? What grade? What grade?
Single day,
What
you get
grade?
50.
What grade?
No.
Grade 9.
Never.
You go to school every day. You don't give it no
That's not-
homework.
No, you're giving.
You didn't
But
say
the
that.
quality's poor. The quality's horrible, but you're giving it in.
Horrible means
Every
you
day.
fail.
Every day. You're giving the teacher something every day.
No.
What did you used to say? Just write your name on
Hold
it.
on. Okay.
just write your name on it.
But what you're trying to say is that's better than quality. That's what you said. Consistency is better than quality.
I think the 5 days of that work is better than the 2 days.
Do you guys want me to leave?
Hey, listen,
Okay, let's
if you watch our show, you know that you're a part of it.
I'm just
You need
messing
to
with you.
jump in.
I'm messing with you, man. I'm letting you guys have your moment.
Okay, so-
No, what you need to do is jump in and
Oh,
weigh in on
that's
it.
okay.
What do you think?
I'm enjoying it. Well, listen, you guys are both.
Where are you gonna go? As a music producer right now, I'm putting you on the spot.
Consistency is everything. I believe in consistency.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say, a man has 5 quality good songs,
Yep.
and they're great songs. Master the mix down perfectly, because those songs outdo someone's 100 bullshits on YouTube.
That depends. You see, it's two schools of thought. It's two schools of thought. You see, because there are some people who believe in quantity over quality, and some people who believe in quality over quantity.
Mhm.
So you will never be at an equal, at an equal playing field. You're always gonna have a disagreement there.
That is true.
The way I subscribe to it is I believe that if I just knock at this table with a fork for the next 10 years, I'll put a dent in it where the fork's gonna go. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe that if you're consistent enough, something is gonna happen. Whether that means you're gonna get fired from the job that you think at, or whether that means that you're gonna become the biggest producer in the world. Because I believe if you continue to put out the quantity, eventually the quality will come.
That's a good point.
That's a good
And, but this is the thing. When we're discussing, this is why I'm so passionate about it, because I teach youth, I develop artists. So when there's messages about consistency versus quality, I want every artist out there to be thinking about quality and consistency, right?
Right.
It's like a lot of people want to take the easy way out. They want to say they're going to the gym and do all these things, and they're only doing 6 reps of everything, and they like you.
That's me.
Like exactly, but then you're gonna say, yeah, I went to the gym, but how come I'm not getting bigger? How come I'm not feeling, because you're not doing the real work.
Right. What's your take on 2-minute songs?
Oh my God, don't get me started on this. All right, so check this out. I was at an event recently, right? And it was like a producer-filled event. Shout out to BK, by the way, that's a dope event. So, I'm at this event and I'm having a conversation with this one producer who's like up in arms with me because I was having this problem. So I can count bars, but now I'm making beats at 155 BPM and I'm lost because if I'm gonna count 16 bars, that's 30 seconds. That's 20 seconds. Yeah. So I'm over here making these beats, right? Where it feels like the verse is like really long.
Yeah.
So I started talking to the guy. He goes, well, the song could be 2 minutes, minute and a half. I'm like, bro, that can't be the case. And he goes, well, but there's no rules to music. And I said, yeah, there isn't. You're right about that, but there are some hard and fast rules. You can't start making minute and a half songs, bro. If we start making commercials as music,
But that's what it is. You're in there. Stop. How much money do artists get from actual songs sold?
okay, true. Not as much as they used to.
So then if you know that you're not making money off the song, why are you going to spend so much time and money and energy
But is it that
into
much
making
time?
it? But that's what I'm saying, because you're from, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I come
You
from a
can-
different time.
And it's the transition,
Right.
because these little kids, they're like, 30-second PSA song.
You know,
Dab on them, 30 seconds of that.
you want to know what drives me crazy? Is when I have an artist come to the studio and they come and they bring me a beat. First of all, they're all ripped off YouTube. They don't pay the producers, which you guys should be doing. To any artist, I want you guys to know this. Please pay the producer because you're going to get a better quality recording out of it. We purposely slam the beats and make the volumes louder.
So you shouldn't be using it without
Don't-
getting at me.
Exactly, right? And they put in the time, they put in the work. You want to be paid for your craft, so do they, right? So,
Exactly.
but anyhow, as I was saying, they come in and they give me a beat. And they're like, all right, Wicked, I want to lay down this track. I said, cool. All right, where's the hook? I don't know.
What hook?
Where's the verse?
Oh, no.
It's just like a long verse hook thing. And then like all of a sudden you'll find like after 30 seconds, like it's supposed to be a structure, right? But there is none. So 30 seconds in, there's a hook, right? And then you would expect it to come in again around 40 seconds or a minute.
Yeah.
Nah, 25 seconds later, the hook's back. And it's just like you're sitting there and it makes my job so much harder. But at the same time, as a writer, somebody who like prefers structure, who comes from that world, it's like, what is happening today? You understand what I'm saying?
Like, no, truthfully, the first thing a lot of these writers need to do is not learn how to write.
Absolutely.
First of all, learn how to write an essay first before you
Facts.
try to make a song.
Facts.
Because that's going to give you what structure is about.
Facts.
Right? Then it's going to actually have you the practice of writing. Some of you guys, you can't write and you can't do like this. You have to type. And then guess what happens? You get into a place where it's not translated out onto, so you're on your phone,
Right.
you're reading it, but it's not broken down, or even if you type it on your phone,
Right.
right? Verses hooks.
Right.
And then your verses, like lines should
Yes.
end
Right.
the way it should look the way it's said.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. In fact, even when you're writing it, you want to write it the way it's going to be said, right? You don't have to use perfect English if you're not going to be spitting perfect English on the track.
Exactly.
But everything
Exactly.
you're doing on here has to come out there and vice versa. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
What do you have on the way?
So earlier I alluded to the BTP work that we're doing, right? So we have a ton of EPs coming out and stuff I'm really excited about. Shout out DT. There's a track called Money Dance. Have you guys heard it?
Yeah, I actually heard it, so.
What do you think of that track?
Love it. I love everything
Right.
DT makes.
Shut it down.
So
He
listen, that
does
track was
have
written in
no fun.
15 minutes, by the way, right? So take that in. I put up the beat, and he was like, "Yo, A.W.O.L, I got this track." Boom. So I have that. I have some stuff with A.W.O.L that we're doing, some stuff with 40H that I'm really excited about. So that's gonna happen over the next little while. Plus, I think some touring, some events are gonna be coming in. And on the side note, like A.W.O.L, you know, I still write. I still work with different artists and that. So I've started a collaborative piece with, like I have an artist coming in the studio tonight, Harris, Official Harris. He's an Afghan artist. I'm an Afghan producer.
Afghan connection.
Right, so shout out all my
Shout out my
Afghans. You know.
Afghans.
So
There's some tough.
Shout out that hashish
Yeah.
and the opium.
you know, and then I have an artist named Lena 40. Shout out Lena 40. So her and I have been working on some stuff where she's a female songwriter.
Is she 40 years old?
No,
Okay.
40.
Oh.
Yes,
That's how we get there.
it's actually a play on her last name, so it's
Nice.
kind of cool.
4-0.
Yeah, we already went, we
Yeah.
said 4 already and thought about it and did all that.
Yeah,
And now we're moving on.
we're past that. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm the 4 queen, so I'm just asking.
Oh, she's
alright,
like, ooh,
alright,
she's gonna have to
alright.
battle her for the name. Speak up then.
No. My birthday's April 4, like 4/4.
Oh, so
Oh,
she's the
dude.
4th
Nice.
queen.
So like I'm really into 4 power, but who cares?
I'm March 4th,
Continue.
so
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
There you go. You sparked it now. You sparked it now.
I hope you're not
You were
86.
I'm at 85.
Oh. But no, March 4th, that's amazing. So that means 4 is your life path number. But anyway, we'll talk about that
I
later.
don't even know about that.
I know.
stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Talk about it when Uncle
Alright.
Speaks comes. Shout out
Yeah.
Uncle Speaks.
Yeah.
We waiting for you, girl.
Alright.
And shout out to my hidden Nightfall. What's up,
Off
Nip?
the rip, everything you guys be doing over there at the record label, I see a lot of good work.
Yeah, you talk about my life sometimes.
Yeah. I be peeping what you be doing on too, and it's like a lot of good work, man. You always working and stuff.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
for 2020, what do you think? Either the music, any like tours, anything major coming up for 2020?
Yeah, so obviously the BTB stuff is I won't get on that too heavy. I don't have a lot of insight yet on where we're going or when we're going, but we are definitely going places. I know
they're definitely going to Africa this year. Like,
you know what's funny? Shout out
summer.
Sadia. I have a friend in East Africa, in Kenya, who actually put me on the radio 10 years ago.
Jesus.
Yeah, so she's a close friend of mine. So if we ever go to Africa, I have never met her.
When?
Very excited. When we go to Africa, thank you for that. There would be an idea for us to get some stuff set up with her as well. And she does some really big things out there. So, but as far as tours go, I think France we're supposed to be going. We're going to hit up Europe.
For sure, you're going to hit up Europe. Shout out DT with his European connection.
Polish connection.
Shout out everyone out there.
Hey, Fam TV need to come out there and study some Europeans. You know what I'm saying? Shout out.
You're right about that.
You know what I'm saying? No, the European history is also human history.
Yeah.
Fam TV just wants to have a
You're talking
global
about the
reach.
history only.
Global reach. You know, I'm gonna get the reality there, but Anyways, thing called A.W.O.L. Let them know your social media. How do they get beats from you, and how can they connect if they just want to work with you?
Cool. So if they want to find me, if you want to find me on social media, I'm everywhere at A.W.O.L Productions. That's A.W.O.L Productions. If you want some entertaining time with me, I go on Instagram Live pretty much all day, every day, and I make beats. And you can kind of sit in, and I have some people that stay with me for hours at a time. You know what I mean?
One thing I hate, and it's just because of my experiences, I hate being in the room when beats are being made. Like, I'll be back when it's done. Like, I'm sick of the metronome. Like, tuk. Like, no, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You know, man.
Next time I go live, I'm gonna send him the invite.
That's it, right? Just invite.
So I'm sorry, you had asked where can people find me? What was the next piece of the question?
And if they want to work with you.
Oh, yes. Okay, so if they want to work with me, so I divert everything to, all my traffic goes to DT now, so at DT the artist, if you want to work on, say, like an EP, or if you want me to help write a project, or write up a custom beat, go through at DT the artist, or at BTPENT, that's our Instagram handle for the label. If you wanted to talk about leases and just kind of quick shopping on the Beat Store, that's awolproductions.beatstars.com. Just jump on there, credit card info, boom, you're done.
Pia.
Yeah.
Pia, money. Yeah. Last question.
Please.
I haven't seen you at Battle of the Beatmakers, but is there an inclination? Have you thought about it? Shout out Battle of the Beatmakers, by the way.
You know what's funny? It's not the first time I've been asked that question, but because I'm sort of just getting into the game as a producer, I've only been producing full time for the last year.
Yeah.
Right? So it's really, there's a lot of stuff I haven't done, and there's stuff I haven't discovered. So I don't know if I'm necessarily not ready, or if it's just I have too much on my plate. At some point, though,
one of those two. You'll be involved.
Yeah,
but you have an inclination to
BTP keeps me really busy.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
heard it here first. Yeah. My man A.W.O.L, all my family over there. Y'all already know.
Respect.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Shout out Fan TV. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. What's poppin'?
Big up beat.
That's what's poppin'.
BTP. You'll get it. Yeah.
About that paper.
Right?
About that paper.
Yeah, about that paper.
About that paper. We ain't done yet. We got another coming. We already took a pic.
We did already.
We already took a pic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're still on live. Let's take a pic after.
This is all behind the scenes.
Alright. Or you want to shut everything down and then start it back up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nigga flew, the nigga lost his son this shoe. Run, nigga, run. Powder don't catch you, run, nigga, run. You better get away. Nigga, run, the nigga flew, the nigga lost his son this shoe. Run, nigga, run. The powder don't catch you, run, nigga, run. You better get away. Nigga, run by my gate. Wake up, nigga, you slept too late. Run, nigga, run. Powder don't catch you, run, nigga, run. Better get away. Look down yonder, what I see. Great big nigga behind that tree. Run, nigga, run. Powder don't catch you, run, nigga, run. You better get away. Nigga, run, the nigga flew, the nigga lost his Sunday shoe. Run, nigga, run, the powder don't catch you. Run, nigga, run, you better get away. Nigga, run, the powder don't catch you. Run, nigga, run, better get away. Look down yonder, what I see? Great big nigga behind that tree. Run, nigga, run, powder don't catch you. Run, nigga, run, you better get away. Nigga, run, the nigga flew, the nigga lost his Sunday shoe. Run, nigga, run, the powder don't catch you. Run, nigga, run, you better get away.